Do you see him before I see him? What?
Yes.
He's here.
Oh, there I see him now. Gosh, how do you all see him before I see him?
He's mysterious like that.
Oh my goodness. The mysteriousness of the Martin. Here he comes now. We are right now in the process, people, of making a monumental motivational memory on this beautiful Monday.
Monday.
Or it could be Tuesday for Tierra.
Yeah, for me
How
too.
are you doing, Martin?
I'm very tired actually, but I'm doing good. It makes a change though, however tired I am, to just suddenly switch on, hear the positive vibes, and just be able to settle down with that as the last sort of memory of the day. Rather than
Nice.
just feeling tired and that's it. But everyone's having a great time here, and the energy is just. Well, you just got to be here to understand, haven't you?
Yes,
Whoop, whoop.
yes. So if you're watching on some other platform, come on over to Haps. It's happening.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're watching on some other planet. Some people, so yeah, I don't know about platforms, but yeah, get on over here. They've only got, what is it now? 36 hours, 48 hours. All those people from Periscope. Yeah.
So how old are you, Martin? Are you
Oh
your
yeah,
age?
yeah. I was busy getting into the broadcast to type or, the big 5-0 was an interesting moment. But yeah, it happened recently. Just the
Oh,
end of last
really?
year. Yeah.
Wow,
No.
I would not have even guessed that. I would say you're younger than I if I had to say so. But
Well, I guess 5 and
Wow.
0 is 5.
You carry the number well.
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I had all my numbers up, and I've got to refresh my memory as how they all are, life path and everything when it comes to numerology. My numbers all add up to 22. Yeah.
That's right.
But I was born on the 11th day.
Whoa.
And yeah, I just had another. I'm just looking around all the time. 11 is just hitting me everywhere. I just had another moment where I was looking at something that's fairly significant to me. I was looking at my bank details that I've just set up a little while ago for some new endeavours, and sure enough, they're building number 47. Go
Ah,
figure. Just,
nice.
so yeah, it does make
That's
me.
my favorite way to 11 is the 4 and the 7.
It's
So
become more prevalent in the last handful of months. I keep seeing 4-7 everywhere as well. Yeah, definitely.
this is my 47th year on planet Earth this time round.
Right.
So I'm going to make the best of it. Oh, look. The eyeballs that have looked upon us is at 222 right now.
Tarot
Which that
Talk.
doesn't add to 11, but
Is that Kelly? Tarot Talk with Kelly? Unless,
oh yes.
yeah, I was born on the first day of the 11th month.
Ooh, nice.
Mm.
Got the 311s. I mean the 3 1s. Look at me. I'm getting it all twisted. Talismac says you look 25, Martin.
Well, thank you. What can I say? If you open the other eye, yeah, sounds like you're feeling a little like I am right now. Just one eye closed and the other just about still open. After all, local time here, it's 5 minutes past 3 a.m. as I say this, and while we're live. But that's what I was thinking. Helga, first of all, hello, and
Hello from Holland.
you're an hour ahead.
Yes, I'm in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Could you tell us next week's lotto numbers?
Huh?
Yeah. It
Sorry,
doesn't
what?
work, does it? The lottery numbers for next week.
4 and 6.
4 and 6.
And if you add your numbers, And Des's numbers, Eric's numbers. Hey, magical numbers.
Yes, the world of numbers.
So simple is that.
I didn't quite get that one, Dina. You said 222 is 444 eyeball. Oh, yes. Never mind. I get it now. Took me a minute, even though it's not 4 o'clock in the morning here. My brain is feeling like it's 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Yeah.
It was a good day, though. I had a nice hike. And,
I had a good drive
but,
here. It was I was mentioning earlier on in a previous broadcast with Michael Bathurst. And yeah, I had a really good drive today. It was about it was about 22 degrees Celsius centigrade, and it was just so pleasant. The wind, the breeze, and I was in the countryside for much of my journey. I'm going to have to repeat the journey this week, probably on Thursday. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully the weather will be good then too. But yeah,
Yes.
how's it been there?
yeah,
So yeah, I was going to say, how's it been there in Jefferson City? There we go. Keep
yeah,
thinking of
yeah.
them. Yeah,
Tennessee. It was pretty good. It was a little nipply this morning, but
you were
I
out in
was
the
able
woods,
to,
weren't you?
yeah, I was able to go out in shorts today. So I have to say it was a pretty nice day.
But I saw you with all the in the trees out there. As I say, in the woods. Saw the video that you posted here on Haps probably about a couple of hours or so ago. Yeah,
Yeah, I still have to
really.
post two more. I've got to figure out that GoPro. For some reason, it stops and breaks up the video into like 17-minute sections. So I'm sure there's some kind of setting or something that I've got to alter or change
Maybe.
or something.
Just a little known fact while on that little techie point. You remind me that DSLR cameras they have a video mode, but often I think they'd record for something like 12 minutes and then stop, and you'd have to do another 12 minutes. And the reason for that is taxation purposes. So, in order for them to be classed as a stills camera, not a video camera, which I think is a higher rate of taxation, so the manufacturers had to limit them to recording shorter files. But of course, they've been, for want of a better word, jailbroken over the years. And yeah, just thought I'd
Wow.
throw that one in there.
Yeah, thank you. I did not know that at all, and that
Yeah.
seems very strange.
Well, yeah, you have to define, because if you understand, obviously, you have all these new DSLR stills cameras that can also film video, but to define them and make a difference, I mean, that's sort of the definitive, if you like, until someone hacks it, the software in your camera, so that you can record a bit longer.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I didn't understand it, but that makes sense now what you're saying. I guess that's what it is. So you would actually have to have a video recorder camera that would continuously record for however long you hit record, and then anything else you're saying is some subpar of that or some kind of they have to label it something else.
Yeah, yeah. Well, as I say, just what they needed to stop people obviously rushing out and buying one of these DSLRs because they're better and I guess a little bit more affordable than a lot of the bigger, purposely made for video cameras. So yeah, something along those lines. Anyway, so I saw a comment just here, by the way. I bet Martin prefers the 10th Doctor Who. Are you a
Are you
Doctor Who
talking about
fan?
the Doctor Who? I didn't know there was 10 of them.
Well, I'm waiting for the 11th. Who's the 11th? Who's the 11th Doctor Who? How do you pronounce your name? Tasmelek? Is that right?
Tasmel. Now I've messed it up.
Tasmelek?
Tasmel.
They
Tasmel.
go. Their nickname is Enki.
Inke.
NK.
Oh,
Is it?
Talsmel. I'm messing it up. I thought I had it earlier.
I thought,
Talismuk. Talismuk. Talismuk.
you see, you got to
Inky.
read this stuff carefully at this hour. I thought for a minute you were saying there was 141, but there's 14, I think. Because the eyes are gradually
Enki from Enlil.
Call me Inky.
Enki.
Okay. Thanks for that. We shall try and remember.
Ooh, that's pretty. Peacock angel.
I haven't seen a peacock for years. Like going out into the. Well, we have country parks where I used to visit many years ago, and they had peacocks in and around there. But yeah, they're great. The male peacock.
Yeah, we almost got one. We almost got a white one. We had a choice between a white or a solid black one, but
I'd
my
forgotten.
mother, who owns the land, says they can be quite destructive of like property. Like they'll like get all over your car and trash it and stuff. So I was like, well, maybe we don't need a peacock.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You reminded me just then. The white ones. Yes. A couple of those certainly pictures of them, and and also on vehicles. They're not backwards in coming forwards, particularly when there's some food and seed around. We nibble that, That's some mental images there coming back from many years ago when we used to visit.
Enlil is his brother. Anu is the father. David Tennant was my favorite
Tennant,
Doctor
yes,
Who.
David
Was
Tennant,
he,
yes.
was he the original?
My favourite Doctor Who. No, he wasn't the original. I mean, Doctor Who's been on TV screens in the UK from the 1960s. But my favourite was, I think, early 80s, Tom Baker. But I do like David Tennant. Yeah, I'd say completely different. Um, but yeah, I like what I've seen of him. Not much, but yeah, good stuff there. With Doctor
I'll have
Who,
to look those up. I don't remember which one I liked, but when I was growing up and I was a boy of the 70s, born in 1974, so the opposite of the 47, um, whoever that Doctor Who was, that was my favorite.
that was around. I mean, there was John Pertwee, one of the early ones. William Hart, no, was it? I think. Yeah, Tom Baker. Baker was amazing. I loved. He always used to wear this long scarf, multicolored scarf, and he reminds me of the Doc out of Back to the Future in some ways.
Ah,
Yeah, sort of crazy. Yes.
the old crazy white haired man.
Yep.
Doc.
Yeah, that was it. What was his Christopher Lloyd, wasn't it? That was it. The actor. I'm not usually good on actors' names or films. There's not enough hours in the days now, but I have so many films to watch, catch up on, and
Martin,
yeah,
why don't we create a new film? Because those were made. Let's
a new
create.
film,
This is what we're creating, a new film
right?
for those who comes behind us, the new
The new
generation.
generation, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
So
What do you think?
those who already had that choice, that was in another timeline.
Yeah,
We are in another, and we are creating a new world on this platform.
definitely. Yeah, yeah. Technically, hopefully we'll be getting there quicker now. Now that a lot of people now. I mean, they've been toing and froing between still between Periscope and still and Haps as well. You're trying to ensure that their existing audience follows them across. But I don't think they need to be worrying about that too much, because if people want to follow and want to tune in quotations, that they will. But yeah, there's still a way to go. I heard some towards the end of Michael's broadcast that I was in. It started fading a bit technically, and then there was some comments about the technicalities. I don't know the lady's name, but she was saying that how the update has affected her because she is visually impaired, and the new update.
Oh, Joy.
Thank you. Yes, it was Joy. Nay, reminded me, and so she was saying that now the update isn't as good as the previous version that she was using, and
Oh,
it needs
wow.
a bit of work on it. But I mean, yeah, for example, I can see someone. It's now a case of, wow, the streaming's faster on the iOS app. But the trouble is now it's very basic, the viewer, and when you click on or press on to send a comment, for example, it's not as slick as it was before. But also, if you click on someone's name, another user's name, you can't easily, I think it's reply to them. Some of the functionality has suddenly been sacrificed for this new version. It seems to me it's been released speedily without due care and attention. Not good, but I'm not going to dwell on that, because if I'll be here all night nitpicking, and that's not really intention. But it's sad because it just seems like one step forward, two steps back, and yeah, we'll get there eventually. They will.
They will.
Yeah.
You know, when we stop complaining about whatever, it will solve. It will be better, because we don't bring our negative energy towards something that is already trying to function on a higher level. We create that level, and when we this is a platform where we can create. And I'm here not even a month, or maybe a month and a half. Everything is possible, but if we approach something the way we used to on the old platform, it doesn't work here. On this platform, we have to put everything what we have inside of us that we want to achieve, put it in here, and you will see. You will see what will happen. Wipe out all the negative energy, because we need to connect, reconnect, and heal ourselves first, and then humanity and Mother Earth.
It's absolutely true. It's kind of scary sometimes, you see, because when you're saying what you're saying there, Helga, for me, it's a big reminder each time. And as you're saying that, I mean, I've mentioned before, often I feel that people that talk on this level and are trying to say clear their minds need to have this sort of yoga state, and purposely sit in a certain way and clear their minds. But just by listening to you, I'm not necessarily able to do it ideally and as good as I possibly could if I was doing it another way. But I'm able to focus enough on those thoughts and do just what you're saying, is rid, just put them to the back of the mind, push them away. And it's like opening the window, as I was saying earlier on, in the car driving along, and that breath of fresh air, and it's incredible. And the more I'm hearing this, the faster I'm able to do it as well. and it becomes second nature effectively. But it's so powerful because when you can do that, it's mind over matter effectively, for want of better words, and it's so, well, not helpful is it's more powerful than just helpful. So
We
yeah.
become whole.
Sorry,
We become whole.
come home.
Whole.
Whole.
Sorry, I'm not understanding.
Eric.
You become whole instead of
Oh,
being fragmented. Yeah.
right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it completes you. Sorry. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Sure.
And that makes me brings me something I was thinking about and was going to ask you, Martin, too. Is
Mm.
like, with the whole Periscope shutting down, and then the potentiality of a lot of those people coming to this platform. Obviously, there's other platforms that they could go to as well, but if they come to this platform, like we were talking the other day, you said, some, and Michael Bathurst brought this up too, that they just don't, the infrastructure that they have is based upon the the monetary means that they have, and so they obviously don't have probably the same monetary levels of like Facebook or Twitter or something like that. So if people were to start coming here from Periscope, what is exactly the way that Haps gets its monetary level from us? Like, I'm not paying for this service, but
Mm.
I'm sure they're obviously getting some kind of monetary value somehow out of all this. How does that work? Do you know?
Unfortunately, I don't know their business model, so who knows? It could be one of those. Hopefully, not. They're not gonna suddenly throw sort of like a something in there in 12 months and say, oh, well, we're going to start charging you now. I don't think it will be as blatant as that and direct, but I think it's possible that in time to come, then perhaps there might be different levels of the service. And at the moment, we all have access to all these updates and the various functionality that's being improved all the time and worked upon. But there might come a point where, for example, as I say, I have no idea of how they're thinking or want this to evolve. But there might be sort of like a bronze, silver, gold kind of level of service.
Yeah, because I was wondering, like, as far as like I've just heard different people talk on different broadcasts of
Mm.
like I think it was Fraser or somebody was talking about why certain people don't give the awards because um, only a certain percentage actually goes to the person they're giving, like 70%. So I guess Haps gets the 30%.
That's a
And
really good
then
point. Yeah, you mean
I was
purchasing
thinking
coins?
also about like, like you're talking now about like, maybe having levels,
Hmm.
uh, which I'm not quite sure what you're speaking to there, but I was thinking about it last night how like Michael was trying to get me and Des and Helga to, or he was promoting us and trying to get people to sponsor us. And Des said, well, you've got to be a VIP to be able to be sponsored. And, I started thinking about that and I'm like, I don't know if Haps actually gets anything from that aspect, but it would make more sense to have everybody on an even level so that if I wanted to sponsor someone, but then all of a sudden I find out, well, I can't sponsor them because they're not VIP. I'm like, whoa, that's kind of, because that was one of my things. I was going to sponsor somebody. It was only going to be like $1 a month or something, but, you know, they weren't VIP. So I was like, I
Yeah.
wonder, and I don't know. And obviously you probably don't know either, but it just kind of made me question why they don't have things opened up because I'm sure that they could take a percentage of that as well if they wanted to help their infrastructure.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't mind giving 10% or 7% of whatever that is that people are donating to make sure that HAPS is able to benefit everyone on a more scale like Twitter and Facebook are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had this problem when I first joined, and I find it's ironic, isn't it? Someone who has 50,000 followers across the various platforms, etc., that they're very quickly up on the VIP level, whereas someone new who actually needs this extra functionality, when you first open up your HAPS account, all you can do is post on your timeline live video. You can't post a video by embedding it or just typing some words or a picture, and you have to wait, and it sort of unlocks itself after you've been broadcasting for a while. It took about a month for me, but then it depends. I don't know, is it down to the number of hours you broadcast, or is it the days or the weeks? But as I say, it has all unlocked for me now. But it was just painful, sort of knowing, I needed the functionality. I wanted to write on there, for example, like if I couldn't be live right now, I just wanted to send a message to people following me, and I couldn't do that. So a bit frustrating. And it's a good point as well. I think you were alluding to the fact just before how if you buy coins, some of the money that you purchase the coins with actually goes, well, sort of astray to, I think, to help apps with all their infrastructure. Because if it's not sort of one for one, is it? In fact, if you award someone, I think it's, what is it? Is it 1,000 award points is like $1? Is that right? I don't think it's
I'm
100.
not sure
Yeah,
actually, but yeah, that probably sounds about right.
yeah, there's a way to
Yes,
double check that. Thanks, Helga.
yes, something like that. Yes,
But I don't know why it's just not one for one. We're all kind of grown up here, so I don't understand why it just can't be. Here's an award, one, 100 points or whatever the award is. For example, the Stay Safe Award. There's one that springs to mind. That's, I think, 200, but it's, I think, 20 cents, 20 US cents. Why can't it just, so why can't we, it just, having to work that out all the time, I just think is unnecessary. But yeah.
Yeah, I think you were the one that showed me the when you go and you look at the discover, and you really only see like the top
Yeah.
tier
Yeah.
VIPs that are up there, and you know, but then when I was thinking about that, as far as VIP and being able to give someone money, I mean, I don't care if they're VIP. If I like their content, I want to be able to, you know, give them the money, because that person may never be VIP. That might not even be on their goal set or anything.
Mm. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just not sure why they have it like that. Not being overcritical, but I'm just, valid question, I guess.
Sure. No, that's exactly what I was thinking as well. You want, some people, they do have content that it's not going to be for everyone. It's not going to be for the masses and for the sheep. Dare I use that term? So, yeah, that person shouldn't be penalised. So, but it's a little unfair, I think. But hey, is life fair? No, it's not. So, as Helga was saying before, let's not complain. And you know what? If we just, well, personally, I've taken a bit of a back seat, complaining to myself. I'm just like, okay, let's push it to the side. I have plenty to be getting on with, so channel the energy towards that other positive stuff, and then return
Yeah.
later to HAPS, for example, if that's what we're talking about right now. And then suddenly I'm like, oh wow. I mean, I was surprised. I think, by the way, I was going to say, and suddenly you're surprised that something news happened, or you're like, oh yeah, I'm about time, and it's happened now. But while I was away, someone was playing with it, updating and tweaking stuff there. But what I noticed actually was, what's frustrating for me is if I want to use a different app, say check my emails, because I'm expecting, or I've received a text message on my mobile device. When you minimize HAPS, it just shuts down. You can't hear the audio like you can at the moment on Periscope. They, it plays still in the background, which is great for this type of content, for example. When the audio is more important potentially than the video. And I played something the other day when I minimized it. I think it's when you're watching a replay, it continues to play, but if it's live, it doesn't. And that may be just a little quirky thing on my phone, and a little, it might not have been intentional, is what I'm saying, on the latest update, but I'm sure I came across something like that.
Yeah. I'm not sure either. Yeah, I'm excited to see where it all goes and what happens. But like you and Helga are saying, I'm not going to complain about it. It's doing its thing, and as long as we're doing our thing, then we do it. We're doing the dance. We get down tonight.
It's a late dance, definitely, as we were saying
Yeah.
before.
So did you on your drive? Are you are you videoing any of the drive or getting out and being able to enjoy any of the scenery? Or
No, actually, what I was doing today, I was actually delivering the car to the garage to have a few um, little things looked at, and so and I left it there. That's why I've got to go back towards the end of the week to pick it up again. And I didn't have any equipment, but sort of there that I could start to stream my journey. I wish I had done though, as I was heading into the countryside with this splendid sunshine, rolling hills. All the time I'm thinking, this isn't. I'm always thinking, share this with people. It's amazing some of the comments we receive when we're out and about, and to us it's just like, hey, well, this is around kind of where I live, or not too far, and it's not so extraordinary. But obviously, for a lot of people out there, a lot of people can't travel. Obviously, at the moment we have COVID stopping people traveling internationally, but in general, there are some people that are housebound, and so they like to see the world through their screen. That's the only option to them at that moment in time. And some of the comments I've had over the months and years when I was in central London looking at the city and the sights there, it's amazing. Some people are really thankful for what sometimes we just take for granted.
yeah. I found it interesting. Like today, well, when we were on that broadcast the other night with Michael, Al had said that he really appreciated watching my other video, and he felt like he was, right there with me walking through the woods. And then I made this couple of videos today, and then my daughter came down to visit me today, and she was like, "Hey, Dad, have you?" Well, you were there. You got to see her. I surprised her on Michael's broadcast, or surprised you all
I
with
miss
her.
I missed that little bit. I think that's when the technical glitches started happening for me. But I
Yeah,
just saw her
you
sitting there.
got
She wears glasses, right? I think I
yeah,
saw.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I just got a picture of her sitting
I
there.
heard Michael asking about my beard, and I was like, "Hey, Connor, sit down there, and I'll
That's
put you on, and then you can just say, oh, I'm Eric. I shaved today.'"
right. Yeah, that's right.
But she didn't really go along with it. But I had her tug on the beard and prove it was real. But she was like, "Have you used your GoPro yet?" And I was like, "Yeah. I got a few videos on YouTube and here on Haps." And she was like, "Okay." And she was like, "Can I borrow it?" I was like, "Yeah." So she got to get on her dirt bike today and strap on my little chest strap, and she zoomed out there to get some little footage. So I got to download that after this broadcast to
Mhm.
send to one of her friends. But it's like you're saying, there's so many people that really enjoy to see someone else's perspective or whatever scenery that they're getting to experience. And yeah, it
Well,
kind of
again, I don't repeat everything we were saying just what 24 hours ago. But this thing again, what a lot of this is doing, okay, to keep it like in a nutshell, is give permission to people out there, consciously or the undertones and subconsciously, giving them permission to just be themselves, to do things and think in a way that they haven't been able to before, thought that it wasn't correct, to use one word, and just to be a bit more thinking out the box and open with themselves as well. And
Yeah.
anyone coming across this now, have your say, people. Whatever, if you think we're off topic and not on a topic that you're interested in, well, comment, please do. Right? I think we'll definitely all be able to chip in with a view if you have something you want to discuss and that's on your mind, whether it's something troubling you, whether it's something good as well that you want to share. But that's what this is doing right now. And it's amazing that just anyone at any time can pick up on these conversations. And the great thing about what one fantastic thing about HAPS, and I emphasize that because we continue to criticize. I certainly do. And, at the moment with it, we know that it's not perfect. Nothing is. But the great thing is that people can comment even when the live video has ended, and you're notified, and you can comment back to them as the broadcaster when you pick up those comments, and that is a huge development and progress, really.
Yeah, I love that factor. And as far as what you said, no, I don't think you went over it. In fact, I think you hit to the points or led us in the direction of monumental motivational memories. Today's Monday, but I like the way you said it. Giving the permission, and
Yep.
I really found myself when I was making that first video. I was just kind of letting it all out, putting it all out there as I'm walking through nature and giving you this out of the box. I'm not sitting here in my living room recording and telling you the story. I'm out in the actual places where these things happened, and you can see the places where these events uh, were there. And to hear Al the other day and said he felt like he was right there with me. That was something I even mentioned in one of the videos. It's like, as I come to these places, maybe you all can dial in or feel the energies of me being here. So it was really good to hear him say that the other day.
Mm.
And
Yeah, he's should we say a very interesting character, and right now is at a time that is troubling for him, and uncertain. That's always a big one for a lot of us. Nothing's certain, and yeah, we had a really good conversation, didn't we? On was it? I think it was yesterday again with Al, and he hopefully was reassured. It seemed he was with some of the responses I saw, brief comments, but that's what it's all about. Is just know, we're not on our own. Well, even though we've all, I think, been in a place where we've felt alone, but who's in control of the situation? Often we are limiting, as I've said before, and we'll say time and time again in the future, I'm sure. We are the first one to be limiting ourselves. So that's what we've got to stop doing. I wish they could teach more of this in school. And
school,
yeah,
yeah,
I mean, it's amazing how much we're not taught. We're taught about everything in the past, history, but what about a new way of thinking and just having I don't remember a class in school. How long was a class? How long is it? What, an hour long? 45 minutes, I suppose, the time you move
The
from
whole
class.
day.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't remember too many times sitting down and having group discussion and just exploring what's in our minds, and
Yeah,
that's
because
that.
school was a program like all of the life experiencing that we have,
Right,
and it
it's
is for us to um, get out of that
the root, the yeah,
system.
break away from
Yeah,
what everyone says is the norm, and
Yeah,
what,
it's not the
what
norm.
should be. What should be. I often think, I mean, how much different is life when you are born on a Pacific island there,
Mm.
and you're just free to, well, as I say, you haven't got the stresses. It's just completely different, and you can't compare the daily anxieties and stresses that you have, say, in the West. I
That
keep saying
is
the West,
that
but in
that
Europe.
that is what we can say because we are in this situation.
Okay.
But when you are in that situation, they will say the same thing as we say.
It's all relative to that situation, and yeah.
So that is not the answer. The answer is becoming whole in the essence of what we are. One.
Right. Great reminder again. Yeah. There's a comment
Identity.
asking if we speak Turkish. Sorry, I just double checking. Hello,
Uh,
everybody. This is Identity.
No, we don't speak Turkish. I know some Turkish words, but it won't last forever. Those words that I get. So we have to.
Istanbul. Does that count as Turkish?
Do you speak Turkish, my friends? He
Not
can
as
teach
good as your
us.
English, is my answer. Identity 8855.
yes. 8 and 8, 16, 7. Plus
26.
the
Yeah.
foot 1 is 8. 88, 55 comes out to 8.
443 makes
11. Oh, is that what time it is for you? 4:43? 10:43 here.
Yep.
I'm one out. It's 3:43.
Actually, the time that we spent here on HAPS, all those hours, HAPS should pay us. Just a joke.
That's a good joke. I like this joke. Carry on. We want more jokes like this, please, Helga. In fact, if you're going to have jokes like that, I mean, you should start a comedy half hour. Definitely, yeah. I'm liking this. Yes.
Yeah, we all of us who broadcast, we make HAPS.
I'll
Exactly. That's
even give you a
We keep
deal. I'll,
HAPS
I'll only
alive.
charge you by every 45 minutes for the hour instead.
right. Just note, by the way, that Helga's paying it forward now because here in London it's now 3:44.
Oh
Ah, ha, ha.
yes.
So a
And
minute
now it's
later,
here
I'm enjoying my 11 moment.
444.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is great.
It is.
Yes.
It's 10:44 for me and 9:44 for Desiree.
Oh, yes, she's on Central Standard Time. Is that right? In Illinois, roughly up near the Michigan. I always forget whether it's Michigan or Michigan. I know I always used to say it wrong. A friend of mine was always reminding me. Um, it's Michigan.
Yes.
Michigan. Yeah.
If you would live close by,
Always
I would give you a lot of walnuts. I got a big bag of walnuts today.
You know how I like nuts.
I know that I can't send them to you. I like
I
nuts
know.
also, but you know, okay, it's bedtime for me.
Oh man. Yeah, walnuts are awesome. I told you the backstory with my grandfather. So
Hmm. Look, that's
yummy. Handy dandy nutcracker.
mm-mm-mm. Da-da-da.
Oh man, I'm happy we didn't have that in our discussion earlier when we were talking about things.
I've I've done forgotten, but now they're starting to come back around. Uh, better ring that dusty bowl. Yeah, we've got
So,
quite a few walnut trees here.
Desiree,
Mhm.
what are you currently grateful for?
Oh man, I'm grateful for my colored pencils that I'm trying out right now.
Oh, what are you what are you coloring? What are
An
you
art
creating?
ball.
Of course.
Whoa, awesome.
I see you.
I like it.
Yes,
John says yes, the dusty bird.
again and again.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
Jingleheimer Smith
His name was
is
my
the
name too.
into
Nutcracker.
Whenever we go out, the people always shout, "There goes John
John.
Jacob Jingleheimer Smith."
Smith. La
La
la la
la
la
la
la
la
la
la
la.
la
Na 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 na. Welcome, John, to this crazy house.
Crazy? Nah.
Yeah. Oh no.
We're
What are we?
not crazy. What are you talking about?
No.
Oh man.
What was it? Were the Viking and the Horned Goddesses? Or something like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Or the
Who
new
said
rock
that?
band?
The horned Viking goddesses.
Well, Dina said you look like a Viking, and I was like, all right, so it's the Viking and the Horned Goddesses because you were holding up the crystals to your head.
I love Viking energy. It's like it's part of my DNA. Well, my aunt did a DNA test and it went back to the Viking era, and I'm just like, I knew it. I
Oh,
knew
really?
it. Yeah.
You know, all of us, we go back to the beginning, uh, one way or
Yes.
another.
One way or another, I'm gonna
Got to
find
do
you.
you.
I'm gonna get you one
One
way
way
or
or
another.
another. Oh, sorry, Martin. But this is how we do it. Na, 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 na.
This is how we do
You gotta
it.
stir the bowl while you're doing it. Stir the bowl, the big bowl,
Yes.
and then you gotta go the opposite way. Then you gotta get the sprinkler going.
Ooh.
Weird dance moves. This is how we do it. Dang it. Now I'm supposed to get songs stuck in my head, Helga.
You're welcome, honey.
Oh, this
You
is
know, I
awesome.
like to share.
Well, you know how I am about like movie references and songs. That's my life.
Yes.
My life is a movie reference.
All of our lives are movie reference. We realize it now, and those who don't want to realize it now will realize it when they leave the body. They will see the live review, but we see it now.
Oh my gosh. I think we're all sleep deprived.
You might have a point there.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Never mind.
Okay, Eric. I heard that.
Yeah, yeah. You read my mind on that one, yes.
Might as well ring your dusty bowl.
Oh, yeah. That was interesting too about our meditation last night. Man, it was because I didn't even really think about it, so it wasn't like consciously put in there. But I was quite hot during that meditation, and this I've heard a couple of people in the astrology realm talk about the fire, and I don't remember where it was coming from, but you had to be careful with the emotions because of the fire. But
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
fire, I fell down, down, down.
And the
The
flames
flames
get
went
higher.
higher.
It burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire.
The ring of fire.
Oh, my stomach hurts from laughing so much tonight.
There's 163 live chats going on. I was about to say that adds up to 11, but it adds up to 10. That would have been my bad math skills.
No, no, just think about it that you slipped over a banana.
You've got me up here.
Banana.
Oh my gosh, I was just talking to Peyton about that because she's like, I want that banana. I was like, what, you want this peel? Like Mario Kart? And you just slip on it? It's like
Eric gets
synchronicity.
it. Are we connected or are we connected?
Connected. Teleconnected.
So, have you thought about any subjects for your broadcast next week, Mr. Shinecast? Or are we
Oh,
just going to wing it?
it's always good to wing it. What's been happening? Well, yeah, I've got to think of something that'll be more current in about 3 days' time. But of course, we can briefly touch on the. Well, I don't know how boring you want to get, but the the is it ever wasn't evergreen ever the ship
This,
that was in the
yes, yes,
yes the it
yes.
was released about 11 hours ago from the Suez
With the
Canal.
children inside of it. Oops.
I just know that it was released from the banks of the Suez Canal, uh, and I'm not sure how they did it. What was inside, other than all the regular freight inside all those containers, but it's progressed in a positive way now. Everyone was saying it's going to take weeks, etc., but apparently now the boat has been moved.
Yes. I
Mm.
wonder what we will hear that is in the containers because I
Yeah,
saw pictures.
you did.
What is in the containers? Yes.
Mm.
And you don't want to see what is in the what is in the containers. Sorry,
Walnuts.
Haps. Wake up. Wake up.
All right.
Yeah, I think it was you were talking about that last night with me, Helga, weren't you?
Yep.
Because I was ignorant
Connected
of
with the
it.
Clinton. Sorry, I'm not politic, whatever, but this is going to be huge. So fasten your seatbelts, everyone who's watching this broadcast, because Evergreen is bad, 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 man. Without
18,000
Robin.
containers,
Oh
apparently.
yeah.
Is
Wow.
that right?
Oh,
18. Was it, wait, was it 1800? Let me get it right.
I
I think
think I
it, no, I
deleted
think it was 18. I
my
think it was
picture.
18,000 containers on one ship.
Mm,
Is that right?
yep.
Not 1800. That's just insane.
Now,
How
was
can
that the
you?
one that was blocking the canal so
Yeah,
no other
Yes.
boats could go through?
Yes.
yeah.
So has it been seized by the authorities? Is that what
Hmm.
you're saying?
No, it was. It had run aground. The canal obviously is, as the name suggests, is narrow. The Suez Canal, and as the boat was travelling through, it somehow got out of control, and so it turned, and the front of the boat was on one side of the canal, and the rear of the boat was towards the other side of the canal, blocking the pathway, the way through for all the other boats and ships needing to use the waterway.
Yeah.
So yeah, they thought it was going to take a lot longer to make sure that it was well usable again, the canal. But apparently, as I say, about 11 hours ago, it was confirmed that progress had been made, and so this ship has been moved. Yeah, I think it was. Is it a Japanese-owned ship? Just trying to think. I think it was. Or it is.
So on what level are we gonna? So you said you've seen what's inside of them, Helga. Where
Yes.
was this information, or who's investigating, or are they being made to open the containers? Is I guess is what I'm trying to get at.
Well, the only thing that I'm going to say about it is child trafficking, human trafficking.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what you mentioned last night.
While we were talking, I'm searching for those information that I have on my phone.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the restroom, the little boy's room, really quick while you're searching.
Yeah, because I saw all the information, like what was going on there on Instagram on Amanda Ellis's page. She's like a spiritual intuitive like reader and everything too, and she's from over there, and I was just like, whoa, whew.
But there are more spiritual psychics that they saw what was going on underground, uh, containers, uh, you name it. This world is rotten onto the core of evil, and you can do whatever you like. That is the fact. And we are here with others who are also aware to change this atmosphere, to change this 3D to a way higher level for those who wants to join. And those who don't want to join, it's also fine. But I'd rather have every one of us, all, the whole humankind worldwide, to connect and restore what we have broken. And that is possible. And the internet is a way to connect, in my view.
So like when you click on these links, it doesn't take you there, but you can just watch it in there, or how does that work?
Oh, you're talking about the links in the comments, Eric. Yeah.
Yeah, the YouTube.
Oh, that's a little while ago. Though we
Like
were
I click
talking
on
about,
it.
yeah, those topics came up. So I think it's possibly because you're clicking on the side of the production side, but if you were on the side where the viewers are on viewer view, so
Ah,
to speak, then
yeah.
definitely you'd have something going on
I'll
there.
have to. I'll have to click on it in the replay
Yeah,
then.
yeah, I guess. Or if you wanted to, I said you could right click on the link, copy it, and then open up another tab wherever you're working right now and paste it in there. Or you don't even need to do that. You can just, if you right click on certain browsers, it says, do you want to open this up in a new tab? And I think that would possibly then work.
All right, let me try that.
There you go. That'd be a good little exercise to see if it works or not. Now, yeah, you brought the subject up.
Mm, no, it didn't seem to. It says back, forward, reload, save as,
Yeah,
print. Okay.
I see that, but it's yeah. But again, if you then
Oh, wait a minute. I got it now. I had to click further down on the link.
kind of yeah,
Open link and new
and then
tab.
you have to click off of it and yeah, click on it's a little crazy.
You gotta poke it in the right place.
You got it, yeah, and then
Des is like, oh my god, Eric. I wasn't even going there, but it could be taken that way. Yes, you're right.
You already know I'm the
But
gutter right
like
now,
I
like my mind.
you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'd say 98% of the people go there anyhow.
Mm.
Well, maybe that's a little bit much. Maybe 92% of the people.
Lies, because all of us go there.
Yeah. Well, it sure is taking its sweet merry time to open that new tab up.
Is Mary that really slow?
you've got to
Well, you know,
you've got to kind of click it in the
I,
right place, right, Eric?
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm usually slow to marry, you know. Mm.
Just if you hover over it and yeah, just if you click it with your fingers, just on the right click.
Well, I did that. It's supposedly opening it in a new tab, but it's just spinning.
Oh,
Like
really?
wee, merry-go-round and round,
Oh,
merry-go-round and round.
you click
Here we go
I'm
round
like,
the mulberry
okay.
bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush so early in the morning.
Wee. Take me for a ride, I will.
Take you for a ride on my big green tractor.
I can't say I've heard that one before. You got a big green tractor? I got a red one. We'll have a race. See which complimentary color gets there first. Are you going to do that art challenge thing that they were talking about the other night? The purple and the yellow, the complementary colors, Desiree?
I'm not too sure. I don't know when I'm gonna. Okay, I'm looking. I'm looking. Wow! Don't hurt yourself. I don't know. I'm not too sure when we're gonna do that. So I'm not too sure if Lindsay is gonna do a broadcast on hers, but I know
That's
her and
right.
I came up with a thing saying we're gonna do a poly play. Play with our polychromos. So our colored pencils when she
What's
gets
that, Helga?
hers.
1111? Or is that, I can't, yeah, 1111? Oh, Purple Rain? Is that what? I can't quite make it out on these tiny little. All right, I'm not complaining, but I'm just putting it out there for any HAPS team member that might be
those
by
stupidly
chance
small
listening.
screens that you gotta squint and look at. Right, I know what you're saying, Eric. Let's get it. Yeah, is that polite enough?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You need a telescope from where you're sitting to be able to.
Yeah.
He's on a telescope.
An electron microscope might help.
A microscope. Oh my gosh.
Oh, because the screen's so small there on the.
Oh, there's 333 eyeballs, which comes out to 666.
How many live chats are there, Eric?
Oh my goodness, 164. And it's
Oh,
1109, which adds up to 11.
there you go. Right.
It's all coming together. And
Oh,
my new tab is still spinning.
It's
Giving
still
her all
spinning.
she's got, Scotty.
Beat me up.
She can't take anymore. We don't have enough ramage.
Wait, grab the potato launcher.
How many CPUs have you got? Not enough. What does CPU stand for, Martin?
the CPU is
Yeah.
the goodness me, my mind's gone blank now. The CPU is the obviously it's the main board in the computer. It's the central processing unit.
Ah, okay. Totally makes sense.
I'd have felt a real fool if that hadn't come to mind. But remember, at almost 11 minutes past 4 a.m., that's our
Uh,
brain was frazzled
uh,
before, and I'm actually going to have to bail out very, 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 very shortly
yeah.
as it's gone the
Yeah,
hour.
we'll
I don't know.
totally.
Helgar's going to be eating her porridge and cereal, I think, before their broadcast ends. Is that right? You're going to stay up till breakfast time? Goodness me.
No, 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 not today.
No?
Not today. Today I'm going to sleep.
Oh,
Okay.
it's 11:11.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 10:11 here.
4:11 in
Oh,
London.
stinky boo.
5:11 in the Netherlands.
Helga time.
Helga time.
I, I need to rest this body, otherwise tomorrow I won't have that energy to
Yeah.
blossom.
I feel you. Well, I suppose it's a good time to shut her down then. Martin, thank you so much for coming in and joining the broadcast. It's been fun hanging out in the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't expect to be here for. I've been here for a good hour now, and definitely ready for some rest now. But yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for the positive energy and the laughs and everything. Good vibes all the way along. So until next time, I'll say goodbye, and to everyone out there, stay safe, stay well, and enjoy. Just think good things.
Much love, Martin.
Much love,
Much
Martin.
love, Martin. Thank you. See you Friday.
Absolutely, if not before. Yeah, Friday shine come.
Yeah, each day you are welcome.
Thanks for now.
Sleep
Thank
well.
you. My beautiful sisters. It's 344 eyeballs. That adds up to 11. John says it's 11:11 where he is. 'Cause he's in Canada, so he's on my same branch of timage. Well, sweet Desiree, I hope that you and Peyton enjoy your evening, and may you enjoy your time with your new color tools.
I'm liking them.
Oh,
Mm,
hang on, let me blow you up there real quick. Let's get a nice, good look at this eyeball.
I like it already.
Ooh, look at the
Yeah.
depths there.
Ugh, yes. Your
Oh,
eyes.
she's a cyclops.
Yep.
Now I've mastered the one click in making one of us bigger. Now we'll get the big version of my Nubian queen.
Oh.
She goes,
You
oh.
be yawning
Wait a
or
minute,
not?
that's me. uh,
Mm,
so much love. A good start to the week. The Monday. I think I'll sleep
yes.
in tomorrow.
Me too. I'm going to put earplugs in and then sleep.
And, get to go to the
And
chiropractor tomorrow.
I'm going to take off a day from Habs. Oh, by the way, I had an idea.
Okay.
I wanted. I'm going to start another group in my own language, in Dutch. And
Yay.
Nice.
yeah, because I know a lot of people who would like to join, but they don't know, they can't speak English. So I thought, hey, Helga, you can do that. So I'm going to, if I broadcast, sometimes it might be in English and sometimes it will be in my own language, Dutch. So for those who want to learn Dutch, just come and listen to my broadcast in Dutch and ask questions, and then I might give you answers.
Oh, she'll give you the answers.
Yes,
It's in her DNA.
yes. You have to spoil the party.
Uh, I swear this new mic and the camera and everything it's bringing out
The
the
best in
Helga to
me.
the max.
Mm. Yes, it does helps.
Loving every minute of it now.
Now, now, now.
Uh, John, thank you for always showing your beautiful face around here.
I want to see if I click on his profile. Do I see his beautiful face? That's how did you
Right?
saw it?
On
that is his
Instagram.
face. It's just so
Instagram
small
only
on
on
there.
Instagram. I don't
Are
think.
you
Oh
on
yeah,
Instagram? Yeah, you're on
yeah.
Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah.
and does he has? Am I allowed to
Yeah,
see
you can
you
just
on?
go to who I follow on Instagram,
Uh-huh.
and then his picture is the same exact picture as
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Or you can go to my friends list on my page, and he's the last one on there.
Alrighty. Just to peep.
Just
That's
a
all.
peep.
That's all. Alrighty. Thank you
Love
for
you all.
inviting me on this
No,
wonderful broadcast, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. And now I'm going to take my beauty sleep.
mm-hmm. Love you both, and get your beauty rest, my sweet little. What did I call you? Yeah.
My chocolate sister.
No, I was talking. I was talking about this.
My
uh,
sorry. Okay.
my little. It was something about bunny.
Snowflake of love.
The snowflake of love.
Okay, and I'll be the hail then. Oops.
Yes. Sweet dreams.
Sweet
You
dreams,
know
Love
what I
you
everyone.
say.
all.
May they be lucid.
Woo. See you in my dreams.